Hello and welcome to Unsettled JD. Today is 23 and Wild Treks here in Belize. So last night I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I went to bed early and I woke up still feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm not sure what was wrong, like achy body, head felt weird. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like 100%. So I didn't, so I still had to wake up at 5:30. Of course, the roosters woke me up at 4:30. Couldn't get comfortable last night while I was sleeping, so just absolutely felt miserable. So since I wasn't feeling well, I didn't want to go into the water. So I prepped the milk this morning for Chikki Nugget. Thankfully, the mosquitoes weren't that bad, and lo and behold, there was a giant spider tarantula in the sink, and I'm like, I am not washing the dishes today. So I just used the other sink instead. Luckily, Chikki Nugget fed well. They were super duper quick. Within 3 minutes, and we cleaned. And then I just wait around until 7 o'clock. 6:40, and then that's when we get ready, start prepping for the girls. I got the water hyacinths, Gus got the seagrass, and Anna started to make the milk for the girls because they were in the pen. And yeah, so who did I feed? So I fed two this morning. So I first fed Callie this morning. So Anna, because Callie lost her GPS box, we had to go find it. So and Anna needed to go get another box for another one. So I ended up feeding Callie, and Callie fed really quickly. So while I was feeding Callie, Chikki just kind of like swims back and forth underneath my leg. It was super annoying because like you just have like a big manatee underneath your leg. Sounds really weird. So Callie fed quickly, and then afterwards I think Anna just got back, so I just switched to feeding Chikki, and then of course Gus finished Sandy. So Chicky's on one side, and then and then Sandy's on the other leg, so I'm just fine. And then Callie ended up coming over, so I had Callie on this side, so it's like the fence, and I had Callie on this side, Chikki in the middle, and then Sandy on the other leg. Yeah, Chikki actually didn't move back and forth, but she did stay in the one spot and let me feed her, and she fed I think within like 4 or 5 minutes, which is kind of unusual for her. So I put the not mangroves, we don't have mangroves anymore, the water hyacinths all on the fence, and it's really fun because we have like this big bucket, and so I just like grab them all and walk, and like all of the manatees are just following, and they're like trying to like eat them. But before that, Sandy like wouldn't let me move. She just clawed like onto my leg, and I tried to move her, and she would just like hold tighter. So just did not want to let go of me today. And then I put the seagrass down, but it's always fun when you get to put the water hyacinths up, because like all of them are just like coming and like kind of attacking you. Well, the water hyacinths, not you. And so I still wasn't feeling the greatest, and then we fed and watered the birds at 8:15. I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I just asked Gus, I'm like, can I please just feed them? And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I don't think I could lift a bottle of water. So right after that, I like went back to bed. I took some Advil, went to bed, and then tried to sleep, because Gus came in at like 9, and he was like, yeah, we gotta go find the box. He's like, I'm gonna go that way, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, at 10 o'clock, I'm like, I'll go the other way. Luckily within 30 minutes he comes back, and he's like, I found it, and I was like, yes, I don't have to get out of bed. So I fell asleep, and then woke up at 11:15 and felt so much better. So no idea what was wrong. Maybe I just wasn't getting enough sleep or something. So then we fed Chikki Nugget, and Teak fed within like 2 minutes. He beat Nugget. I was so surprised. Since I was the last one in the water, I had to put the water hyacinths out and the seagrass down for them as well, which I don't mind. And then it was lunchtime, and we had mac and cheese and the yummy broccoli. Such a great day. I ate so much because it's like so delicious. And then we had that nice long break, so I just caught up on watching TV, because I have to watch Squid Games, the episode 8 before the last one, and yeah, good. And then so then we feed the birds at 3 o'clock, and I decided to water, since I fed in the morning, just to switch it up. because doing the water is kind of a pain in the ass to do sometimes. And then and then we feed the girls at 4:20, and they were all in the pen ready to feed, and I just fed Hope, and she was kind of like temperamental, coming back and forth, but she still fed within like 4 minutes, so that wasn't too bad. And I just I just cleaned all the bottles, and then lastly I just have to wait until 5:50 to feed Nugget and Teak. And the mosquitoes, thank goodness, weren't so bad. There was a nice little breeze, so I normally wear this so that way the upper body's covered, and I've been wearing shorts recently just to help with the thighs not getting bitten off by mosquitoes, but they do attack your hands, and the name of the game is not to scratch, and I am definitely not winning this game at all. And yeah, and then the rest of the night it was just kind of chilling, writing my journal, and that's about it until dinner time when we had lasagna. I wasn't feeling the hungriest, and then we watched the end of Squid Game, and that brings us to the end of day 23. Bye!